I just did a video reviewing Lizzo's new album, Bitch. I know that's what she wanted to call it. But I could have put this in the same video, but I didn't want that video to run too long. So I think the thing with Lizzo is I kind of want to talk about Lizzo as an artist as a whole. And I said this in my review. Lizzo is super talented, but I think the problem with artists who are talented and good at a lot of things is that it's almost hard to find a sound, because you kind of want to do a little bit of this, you want to do a little bit of that. Like I remember when Lizzo, when she first blew up around 2020-ish, 21, 22, she had that very, and I say this respectfully, but like almost like bubblegum pop. Not like the edgy kind of Sabrina Carpenter, Tate McRae, Ariana Grande, where, they kind of maybe, and they're not edgy, but they kind of maybe push the limits a little bit or add some R&B, some rap, some rock, just some different elements. Lizzo's was like very super polished pop. That's what she blew up off of. And maybe that wasn't really what she was trying to do. Maybe it just kind of happened, but like she had a very, and I say this respectfully, millennial white woman audience. Like my coworkers that I worked with at my old job love Lizzo, huge Lizzo fans. Millennial white women. That's a good audience to have. So I'm not knocking that, but even since then, like I remember I think it was last year, might have been 24, but I think it was last year. Lizzo had did it was some rap song she did a freestyle to, which she actually kind of killed it. It was like a sexy red or hold on, it was the Pluto. What was that Pluto song? Pluto like what coming wham whammy. I think this is Giddy on Your Titties freestyle was off of Wham Whammy, one of them ratchet songs, and she put out like a whole project like this. It was like kind of ratchet, and honestly, it wasn't bad. But I was like, oh, this is a joke. Like I didn't think it was serious, and so I don't know what this. Let me see. What did this album sell? Because it may have been called a mixtape. Do they have the sales on here? I'm spending more time on this than I plan to. Lizzo hurts from smiling sales. There's a point I'm trying to get to. Okay, so this project looks like sold 7.7 thousand, but it was classified as a mixtape. So okay, so that also makes more sense because this album sold I think like 6,000 copies, and I think you have it where it's just kind of showing like I think she's struggling to find a sound to find her audience. Like it's almost like she was so bubblegum pop and now she just went all the way ratchet without finding like a middle ground. But and then it's like even with this bitch project, just the title, I get it what you were doing with it once I heard the actual bitch song or the song bitch. But and this album ain't ratchet, but it's just a lot. Like I think she needs to really sit with like her team, with her producers, and really figure out what sound she wants to hone in on. And I know as an artist that sucks to be kind of put in a box, but that's kind of the business side of it is figuring out the balance of what you want to do as an artist and figuring out what people want from you. And giving people a healthy dose of what they want, and then you can like sprinkle in what you want to do. But ultimately, man, I think Lizzo is super talented, regardless of how I feel about this album or whatever. I think it's going to be interesting to see. Like, this is probably the most vocal that she's been in a while in terms of social media, talking about some of the feedbacks and critiques. I'm interested to see if she actually listens to, the feedback and the reception and kind of goes in and like figures out, okay, do X, Y, and Z, or does she double, triple down on what she's doing that currently isn't working?